right, man, we are back again. We're all here. Got my boy Jamie here from Lakeside. How we doing, brother? What's good? Pleasure to meet you, man.
Hey,
I love the hat. I see the drip, the glow. You already know how it goes with that. Obviously, I talked to my boy, obviously, who put this on. I'm asking just a couple questions when it comes to our sports teams here, right? We got the Minnesota Vikings, we got the T-Wolves, we got the Twins. Talk to me on this Viking season and what it was like for you in your eyes, if you are a Vikings fan.
The craziest
All
thing
right, so that's
is
even
I'm
better.
not a Vikings fan. That's
even better.
I'm a Tampa
so let's talk about Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Tampa Bay then.
That's my baby. Yeah, that's my team. Hey, man, Baker Mayfield. Shout out Baker Mayfield. There you go.
Hey, no, for real.
It's coming through.
Thanks.
Again, bro. Hey, man, our season,
Right.
last bit was looking rough, but, man.
No, facts. Man, no, and not to add, no, absolutely. To add on to that, who would have thought Baker Mayfield was going to do what he did, right? To be real shit with you, like that man's been dogged his whole career, like,
yeah,
just shit on his name, like, and it's crazy because that's what happens in this world, right? People go ahead and talk so much shit on you and this, that, until, oh, now you want to pat me on the back when shit's going well, right?
Facts.
But I'm like,
seriously.
I'm glad that he's glad he should Tampa Bay because if y'all don't get Mike Evans back, because that is the main priority. I don't give a shit about anything else for you. Just get him back.
Facts.
Like, even though Baker Mayfield was there, you feel me, and everything else, like,
yeah,
you got to have someone catching the ball.
Nah, facts, though. My thing is, too, is with Mike Evans, he still has 1,000 yards every season he's been in the NFL, bro. And that's through some bad quarterbacks, man.
Right.
We have not had the greatest track record. But, I mean, I'm glad Baker found his way with them, too, at the end of the season. So, hopefully.
No, facts. And with that being said, obviously, playoffs, you know, you've had Tom Brady. You won a Super Bowl with Tom Brady. Kind of let's go back and talk about that because we're in a different time. We're not talking about the Vikings. I like talking about something else. Kind of tell me that time when they won that Super Bowl. Where were you? How was that feeling?
I was in.
Basically, probably no one could tell you shit, huh?
The best part about it is when Tom Brady came for the season, I was expecting a playoff run. Honestly, though, I was not expecting a championship. That's the
right.
You don't doubt Tom Brady, right? But
yeah,
I've seen our track record, especially when it's to get in playoffs, man. Sometimes they just falter, and then we get that loss, and we're not even in wild card. So you keep fingers crossed. But man, that game was, bro.
Yeah.
I wore everything Tampa I could in my parents' house because they're San Francisco and Eagles fans. Bro, wolfing up a storm in that place. My parents basically told me, hey, don't come around this time no more.
But it's still, honest to God, I'm gonna knock you over the head when I say this. So I'm a Packers fan at heart. I'm from Wisconsin. So screw you guys for coming into our crib and beating us because we should have went to the Super Bowl and won that year. No, man. I like literally like to be from Wisconsin and like you get older and you realize that people really hang on to their sports. Like we have been blessed. I've been blessed my whole life to have a football team. Like and that's a very big staple in the community, right? In the state, in anything, right? Yeah. For us to have that is unreal. But back to you. We don't need to talk about me. This is about the people that come on. To you. So are you from Florida? Are you there? Or like, are you tied from Florida, or that's just a team that you like?
No. So yeah, it's actually my dad and I watched the 49er Tampa game back in like the 1999 2000s, and I found out too that my family, like my uncle and aunt, they actually live in Florida, and for some reason I was a huge
Warren Sapp was that guy.
And then Rondé Barber and his brother Tiki obviously in New York, but yeah, Rondé, man, like, and then after that started getting really good defensively, and then we won the championship in like 2003. So as soon as that, bro, he went out, grabbed the Warren Sapp jersey. Ever since then, John Johnson,
Cadillac Williams.
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate it didn't turn out for a while it did, but
no, absolutely. Let's move on from football. Obviously, it's basketball season. What's your favorite basketball team right now?
All right, so I'm like,
Yeah. Man,
great.
talking earlier, obviously, with the homie, it's like #1 in the West. You have a great roster. Anthony Edwards is damn near baby Michael Jordan. Like,
Yeah, man. You see his movements in the post, his fadeaway shots, bro.
bro, it's disgusting.
It's crazy. Yeah, and I'm a big fan of how
Yeah.
he carries himself in media and anywhere he goes.
Man.
And how he's always team oriented. That's the biggest thing that I
Right.
feel like a lot of people don't even talk about. Dude, he's so team oriented. Everything that you ask him, what's your goal? To get Nas Reed the 6th man of the year. Like not even thinking of yourself.
No, and that's what warms your heart, right? Like, you know, sports, obviously it's entertaining, but at the same time, you want to just have a meaningful message for the world. And Anthony Edwards is definitely that guy. I have so much respect for him. So if ever he sees this or whatever, you got nothing but love over here, brother, because I love your game. Real shit. Like, your game on and off, like,
Crazy.
top tier. But let's talk about these Lakers, though.
I mean,
We're gonna talk about them. I take it that you're probably a LeBron James fan, or you're not a LeBron James fan.
Yeah, no. I'm a LeBron James fan. The one thing I will say,
Yeah.
I feel like he just gets a lot of hate for a very
Right.
weird reason that he's just like as good as he is at basketball. But like, you know, the guy himself, good dude. Like you don't really see him in the news.
Right.
There's nothing crazy going on with him. Dude just plays hard ball.
No.
And tries
Facts. No, and I think with that being said, just to add on, like, you can't count the Lakers out. Like we were talking earlier, like what if it's like
Yeah.
Minnesota Lakers, round 1, playoffs? Like that's a real possibility. And that's scary.
No, it is. And I will cheer for my Lakers, but if Minnesota beats us, I'm not gonna be surprised. Like, I'm not gonna.
Yeah. No, facts. 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 No, absolutely. And then we won't keep you long, brother, because I know you got things to do, but I leave this question because I think it's important. If you got anyone that is out here really trying to go ahead and be on the grind, go ahead and find themselves, be their own person, do what they love to do, take a leap, give some words of advice of what kind of that would be, you know, from your story and how you got here, just in a real brief sentence.
For sure. Yeah, no. So I think the biggest thing that I would say is try and find
Right.
your authentic self in whatever you do. You know, your passion obviously is a big deal, but when you can be yourself in your craft and see what you can perfect on and what your
Right.
strengths and weaknesses are, and you can address them, man,
Right.
everything starts clicking. So just try and find your authentic self in whatever work you're trying to do, man. I feel like that.
Absolutely. Authenticity, be yourself. Appreciate you, brother, man, for coming on. This is so fucking live. We're gonna be locked in. I mean, if you're at Lakeside, I'm here, all that good stuff. But appreciate you, brother.
No, for sure.
Absolutely,
Hey,
bro.
no, I appreciate you. Yep.